good morning kids. Today we are going to discuss about the poem There Will Come Soft Rain. Okay. So it is going to teach you a very good lesson for the lifetime. It is a very good poem, right? Before starting the poem, I would point all of you that close your eyes just for 5 minutes and just imagine your life that was before the lockdown and that has during the lockdown. Okay, what do you think that who do you think is suffering a lot? Yes, of course it is human. Do you think animals and birds are suffering? Yes, they might be suffering because the shortage of food, but majorly they are enjoying a lot. You might have seen the news that peacocks are coming out. Why is it happening? Yes, it is happening because it is a usual process, right? No matter how much a human will destroy this earth, these things never will stop. Okay? What will never stop? The trees will forever grow, the birds will come, the frog will sing, and you will see the spring season, right? These things are constant. They will take place on a regular basis. No matter the humankind will perish. Perish means it will gradually end. The poet has explained the same thing in this poem. Even after several wars have taken place, this lockdown condition has taken place, even if the worst of the situation takes place, there are few things that will be continuous. So the title of the poem explains the things that there will come soft rain. Okay, there will be a soft rain. It will continue, right? So let's start the poem. Just look at the picture. Here it is a picture. It is not the picture that is related to rain, but now I am explaining the poem. Okay, then you will able to understand. Yes, there will come soft rains and smell of the ground and swallows circling with their shimmering sound. Okay. Yes, now the poet want to say, even if the mankind will be destroyed, there will be a rain, and because of the rain the sand will be wet and there will be a sweet smell on the ground. Okay, so in the second line what he wants to say, and swallows circling with their shimmering sound. Okay, birds are moving in the sky. They move in a circle, right? They swallows in circling, right? So a few birds who move on circle and they produce some sound and it will continue, right? Next, in other in next lines, what the poet want to say, and frogs in the pools singing at night, and wild plum trees in tremulous white. Okay, so now in these lines what the poet want to say, frogs will continue to sing, the wild plum tree will be there if any war takes place. Means it's a continuous process, right? Whatever the things may happen, but all the natural things will come continuously. Okay, they will not wait for anything, right? So here the poet is describing both the things. Doesn't matter whatever the worst situation takes place, everything will happen continuously. Now in next picture you can see the picture of a bird. It's a robin, right? So you can see the orange color in robin bird. Okay, so here also the poet wants to explain the same thing. Robin will wear their feathery fire, whistling their wings on a low fence wire. Okay, so now 5 to 8 lines I am explaining. Robin is a bird Robin is a bird having orange feather. It looks good to us if we see orange color in a bird, and if we see orange color in the fire, it gives pain to our eyes. Okay, so it is a comparison here again that has been done. That means that robins will always have their wings and have fire in the form of wings. Okay, so wings here means that put to produce some kind of sounds that these birds produce, where they sitting on a low fence wire, right? Birds generally sit on trees, but why they are sitting on a wire here? Sometimes wire are used to protect people from enemies. Same kind of wire robins use to protect himself. Okay, now again the poet is highlighting that look at a bird or look at a human. The robin is enjoying the orange wings, but the humans are using low fence wire to protect themselves. Okay, now and not will know of the war, not one will care at last when it is done. Okay, the poet is saying how much you fight, how much problem you create on this earth, the birds and animals are not going to pay attention to it at all. They will keep singing, they will keep dancing, they will keep flying on the ground, they will keep having their own wings. They are not going to pay attention even 1%. Okay, now 9 to 12. Not one would mind, neither bird nor tree, if mankind perished utterly. Here the poet want to say that here the poet is giving a message to the human that you think because of war birds and animals scarce? No, it's a normal and continuous process. The poet says even if mankind is perished, not even a bird, not even a tree is going to pay attention. Here perished means died. One day will come that when human beings would die one day. Okay, so it doesn't matter whatever the man is doing to the earth, to this planet earth, nobody cares. Everything will continue here. Okay, so in the next picture what you will see, you are going to see a girl in the second image, and that I have shown. That girl is showing a spring season. Okay, so in last line, and spring herself when she woke at dawn would scarcely know that we were gone. Okay, in these lines, next time when the spring will come, the spring has no idea that we humans are no longer existing. Okay, and the human have completely depleted and destroyed himself from the earth. Okay, so to conclude we can say that this poem is short and the poet wanted to give a short message that whatever the humans are doing to the planet earth, they are creating problem to the earth. There are few things which are not going to be affected at all because they are going to be continuous. You have seen the frog, the plum, the trees, you have seen robins, you have seen the spring season. Everything is going to come again without being affected. So all the humans that are destroying the world are of no use. I think the poem is clear to you all. Watch this video 2 times and try to understand what the poet want to say. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.